Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Hope you are well. My name is Emma Goddard, and you will find me at coastalcrafter.com. Let me get my info up. There we go. Hope you are all well and have had a good weekend. Some of you I may have seen at my retreat yesterday, which was lots of fun. I had my winter retreat in person yesterday, and there were a whole room of us. Hey, Joanna. Good evening. Hey, Paul. Nancy is here. Lovely, Nancy. How are you? What was I going to say? Yes, so retreat over the weekend, and then today had a lazy morning and had my lovely friends over for a lovely Sunday lunch. So very chilled, very relaxed, lovely to catch up with them. Need to make sure we see each other more often. So yeah, it was really lovely. Let me just, my computer has fallen over at the back. Let me just up that. Liz is here, Hazel is here. Hello, hello. Good evening, Karen. Kathleen, it was wonderful yesterday. It was so lovely to see everyone. And for those who are too far afield or weren't able to make it, I've got the online version of the retreat in a couple of weeks' time on the 9th and 10th of November. So if you'd still like to join the fun and make the projects, then the online retreat is over 2 evenings. I do it over 2 evenings. So it kind of time zone works slightly better. You're not running through different time zones for people. So I do my classes and my retreats over evenings. So 7:30 till about 10ish. Sometimes we go a little longer. And that'll be over the Friday and the Saturday evening. So thanks. So you said the projects are ready. They're very Christmassy. It's using the Golden Greenery suite from the online exclusive. So lots of gold and greenery, funnily enough, some shimmer paste, and yeah, very Christmassy. So yeah, there's fancy cards, there's some tags, there's a home decor project, so lots of variety in the projects to make. So yeah, Claire said nearly put a finished project and realised it hadn't been online yet. I know, not online yet. So a few weeks, and then everyone will get to and see and make them. So tonight, I literally I tidied. I was really good. I was really good. To pat myself on the back. Came home from the retreat yesterday, and all the boxes came in. My craft trolley came in. My cutting machines came in, and I made myself. I was like, right, I am going to put everything away. The blocks were washed. The stamps were cleaned. Everything went away before I allowed myself to sit down with a very nice gin and tonic and watch Strictly. So that was my evening yesterday. But yeah, everything went away. So my desk is clear, but I literally have no idea what we are making this evening. So any clues are welcome. Any hints? Anyone want to help me out? Mandy, me too. Love an clean acrylic block. Yes. Alcohol, hand sanitizer is brilliant for cleaning and wiping down blocks. But yeah, me too, Joanna. Looking forward to the online one and seeing you all on Zoom, albeit virtually. It's still Paul said a card. I can do that, Paul. Yes, let's pull out some Christmas. Louise. Right, let me pull down. So I've got, how about a bit of Christmas and a bit of colouring? How about this one? That one? Could colour that one and do a little fun thing with that. The Filled with Cheer. That's kind of cute. I've also got Got the reindeers. Got the truck. Let's do this one because I've pulled it off the shelf, and then we can just, like, if anyone's got any other requests, then you can request as we go. Yuletide. The village one. Yes, that could be cute. We could do that. I've got a class coming up with Yuletide Village at some point. It is on my website. Do I have Thanksgiving? Do you have Thanksgiving in the UK? I need to make some Thanksgiving cards. No, we don't so much. No, we don't have Thanksgiving, but we do. I do like making an autumn card, Nancy. I do like making an autumn card. A wreath is always a good place to start. If I'm ever stuck, a wreath. Funny you should say the trees, actually, Liz. I've got the frosted forest as well. Do you think we could do a forest with a house in it? Sylvia, she says, I love it. Watching your brain work is amazing. Let's do that then. I think we've had quite a lot of requests for the village one. We could do a villagey one and we'll do a snowman one, shall we? Should we colour that? We could do a little, I've got that one as well. So we've got the bit of colouring. Let's do that. We've got the village and the trees that could be cute. Have a tree. Big trees. There's a more proportional tree perhaps, but we could have giant forest trees with a house in it. Yeah. Let's see. Let's stamp with this one first. We'll get making with this one. So, how far through making Christmas cards are you? How many do you make, and how many have you made so far? I'm not quite sure. I pulled out all my Christmas cards and put them on my dining room table the other day. So all the ones I've got from like class and things that I've done online or bits and pieces like that, I've pulled them all out and piled them onto my dining room table. So I could do a sort of a sense check of what have I made so far, how many more do I need to, in reality, make for this sort of season, if you like. Hi, Janine. Paul says haven't started Christmas cards at this time yet. We're only mid-October. Loads of time. Plenty of time. Unless you're making hundreds. Tracy says I have 0. Love it. I'm usually in that camp of not having made any at this point. Of my own kind of ones that I've wanted to do, but I have got all my class ones, so that does definitely get me ahead of the curve with having those ones done. It's definitely a help. And because I design the cards and then I run the class and I make all the cards from start to finish when I run a class, I always end up with doubles. So I always end up with at least 2 of a class, sometimes 3. Zoe says I've completed 215 Christmas cards. Wow. Aiming to 250 to donate to 5 charities. Amazing. If I'm making for myself, I will batch make. I will make like 10 of the same, 20 of the same, what have you. But with the class ones, they end up being lots of different ones. So I'll always use those ones first. Right. Going to just go, let's go Poppy Parade on the ribbon. And so I've stamped in Memento, and then I'm going to colour with the blends. for a little bit of colouring. And can mix our reds on this. We can have our Poppy Parade on the bow, and then we can bring in the darker Cherry Cobbler on the poinsettia. And I do love colouring with blends, especially if it's an intricate image like this. Watercolouring is a little trickier, I think, when the image is quite so fine. So yeah, it was a really fun day yesterday, and I think my husband is a huge Christmas fan. He loves all things Christmas, so I think he was a little bit sad actually to see all the Christmas stuff go out the house. I had table gifts that were lovely candles and things, so it looked very festive in our dining room space, but all of that left the house yesterday. No. It won't be long before it's back though, will it? Are we 5 weeks away or so from putting decorations up? If you put them up at the beginning of December. We've got November and a week or so left of this month. Mary says, didn't expect to see me. I know, I hadn't planned. I keep forgetting to schedule the lives ahead. I must do that. I must remember to do that when I come off the live. Look ahead for the next week and get it scheduled ahead. Right, what colour shall we do? What colour should we do the presents? Could do green maybe. I'll add some dark back in here. And right, let's get the dark red. My cherry cobbler definitely needs replacing. Right, says got Halloween decks up. Then Mummy Day, then Christmas. I know, right? There's a few yet. Listen, do you know I was in the garden centre on Friday? Friday. I'm totally lost with dates. I was in the garden centre with a friend on Friday, and they had some beautiful Halloween. Like, it wasn't Halloween really, but it was just like glass and copper pumpkins. They were so pretty. I was very tempted, but I resisted, only because I had enough stuff in my house at that point. All right. Whoop. I do like an odd bit of decoration for the autumn but we don't go mad on full on like Halloween decorating. These are a bit tricky to pick out which bits of the poinsettia what should be red and what should be green, but I think as long as you go with it, I don't think it much matters. If there's a bit of a mix of both, I think you'll be all right. Nice to have the contrasting reds. So you've got the Purple Parade and then the darker red for the... We are playing with, for this one, it's called Filled with Cheer. And it was an online exclusive, and it goes with the Filled with Fun dies and bundle. This light string can be cut out with the dies that cut the banner from the Filled with Fun, which is kind of, I love it when Stampin' Up do things like that, where you have already got a bundle and then they bring an additional stamp set that then complements that die set. I will generally, if I see something like that, even if I don't have the bundle, I've often been tempted, as was the case with this one. I bought this, but then I went and bought the bundle that I didn't originally have because the dies went with it. So it kind of persuaded me to have both. Sarah's here as well. Hello. Melissa, Danette. What? Jen, Annette and I are crafting together in person today. Oh, how lovely. How nice. A Sunday crafting. What? That sounds fun. Have you been crafting or chatting mostly? I mean, either is acceptable, but I just wondered how much crafting's been done. Shall we do green stripes maybe, or should we do a completely different colour on the presents? Maybe a different colour. I don't want the green to get lost with the leaves. Let's do plum cake. I'm just going really obvious colours, really. Louise says, finishing Friday carding the copper off. That's a lovely motivation. I have the set and haven't broken it open yet. Oh, excellent. I'm going to get it out and do a bit of stamping. Louise is in her craft room. Jen, lots of Christmas card prep with some sharing of supplies. I love that. That's definitely good fun, isn't it? When you can get together with friends and then swap and have a play with things that you might not have got, and vice versa. I'm going to colour that in red. I don't know what colour that should be, but I don't want a gap. Blend that out. I love this image. It's very pretty. It's a little bit intricate, but I still think it's worth the colouring. Shall we go? What blue is that? We can go should we go balmy blue on the presents? Or okay, blue or it's got dozens of reindeers and then moving on to my beloved sled and skates. Those sled and skates are awesome. They are one of the best Christmas bundles we have. I am stumped what colour to go. I don't know whether to go blue or we could go pool party. I quite like the blue. I quite like the balmy blue. I typically would go pool party. So I think I'm going to go blue. Oh, see, Sarah says pool party. After chatting with Rachel this afternoon, I've asked Simon to do some cutting reindeers for me, as she had Carl doing it. I love that. Oh, Sue says pretty peacock. Oh. I could always add a hint, couldn't I? I could darken it up. I'll go pool party and then I could darken it. I could go darker with the peacock. Let's take a look at how this looks. I don't want to lose the leaf. I have done some bits with this on a super awesome kit, and I did similar colours with the pool parties. I was trying to branch out and do something a little bit different, and I've gone with my classic pool party, but that's okay. Let's do some stripes. Don't listen to me. Why not? Definitely listen to you. Right, let's do some stripes. And right, now the question is to cut or not to cut, but I think cut. I think we need a tree, but wouldn't that look nice, like sat in front of a big Christmas tree? Let's cut that out. She says, I don't know, meh. I wasn't sure. I stamped that quite low down on that piece of paper because I wasn't sure if I was going to leave it on there or do a little bit of fussy cutting, but tonight feels kind of a fussy cutting kind of evening. And I've got a couple of choices with the trees. We've got the ones that have the masks with them. So the Frosted Forest. I've got the ones that are the Peaceful Evergreens. And I've also got the merriest something? Merriest. I think it's just merriest trees, is it? Trees, yes. Merriest trees. So that was one that carried over, I believe. Which could be an option. Paul said fussy cutting evenings must be a UK thing. I'm just saying what gives me fussy cutting. Yeah, you need to let us know you need to let people. I don't know. Steve does fussy cutting, not fussy cutting, die cutting for me. So usually he'll put the iPad on and watch a program or something, and then he will do some cutting for me. So I'm very lucky if I've got some prep to do, I might be able to say, this cardstock, this die, maybe could you possibly cut, you know, or I just align them up and then just give him a number for each. So yeah, he's very, very good. But he quite likes it, so Claire said he didn't say no. Brilliant. Winner, winner. Right, let's have a look and see. What about this? About this one. This is the Frosted Forest. We had that tree. Can have like the present sat in front of it, which I think could be really cute, couldn't it? Just had a ping through, Mandy, and that is your booking. So thank you very much for that. Mandy's just booked onto the village class. Oh, thank you. I've got a reindeer class, a snowman class, and the Yuletide Village class still all open for booking, and of course the online retreat. If you have missed out on that, then you can still book. There's still time. He likes climbing in the back of the car as well as to convey your retreat. Yes, he did. It was absolutely. So Steve also, yes, bless him. So Hazel was saying Steve likes climbing in the back of my car. The sounds a bit random. It was pouring with rain on Saturday morning, and I hope I booked onto that. I will check for you, Hazel. I will check once I'm finished on here. Yeah, the retreat on Saturday being yesterday. It was, the weather got brighter and it stopped raining and it did brighten up, but it was pouring with rain Saturday morning, and I had cardboard boxes that had been decorated on the front, and I had obviously paper supplies, as in like grid sheets and all of that kind of stuff, in open boxes to try and get into the car and into the retreat. So I was partly covering them with big black bin liners and towels and things like that. But bless, Steve said, I'll just back the car. So open the boot or the trunk, depending on where you are in the world, of my car, and reversed it up to the front door. Fortunately, we were able to do that. And so he got the boot of the car right up, and he climbed into the boot, and I passed the stuff over to him, and he laid it all into the boot of my car beautifully. So everything stayed lovely and dry. And by the time I got to the venue, it had stopped raining. So I was able to get it all out with no raindrops getting on anything, which was wonderful. Right. He is a keeper. He is a keeper, Joanna. Yeah, very lucky. Kayla says, I'm excited for all those events. I'm excited that you're joining us for all those events. Right. So masks. If you haven't, have you seen these before? I'm assuming I've done some stuff on my live with these before. But the Frosted Forest comes with these masks. I'm using the A mask at the moment, and then there's a B, and then there is a C. And so you just line them up one after the other. I'm going to use, I've stamped in Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to use a little bit of garden green to go over the tree. So I'm going to go light with the garden green, because what I want to do is then go heavier with the garden green, so that it builds up the same colour over the top. This is a really nice shaped tree. And then you get that lovely tree. And then we can have our presents and stuff in front of it. So cute. Do you have a word with Owen? Yes, I'll lend him out. I know. Did you blink and miss this one, Danette? This is called Frosted Forest, and it's an online one. It came out just in the release before the mini catalogue came out. And then I think we've all got distracted with this beauty, which has also got some gorgeous, gorgeous trees in it. So that's more of a distinctive stamp. So you can stamp and get that dark and light texture from that. And then this one is the outline with the masks. So big present, small tree. I know they do a bit. Big presents. We're going to go big presents. Or the tree's just really far back in the room. That's what it is. These are just really far forward. Big presents. Right, let's put a star on the tree. Make it look a little bit. I'm going to jump from set to set. Let's go. It's not going to be a big star on the top of the tree. Should we do that in yellow? Or should we do it in wild wheat? Oh, decisions. That's all right, Jill. We've got wild wheat, which is quite nice and like not quite so bright, and then crushed curry. Crushed curry, I think. Let's see if I can get this to go onto the top of the tray, or it might be floating. Look, I've got a floating star. Rubbish. Meh. I could just draw a little line. I think that'll be all right. No one will notice. Shh, don't tell anyone. Right. Yeah, it's all Stampin' Up goodies. It's a giant box. It's their biggest box of Stampin' Up goodies in front of the tree. That's what it is. That's what we're all wishing for. We do some twinkly lights on here, maybe on the tree. I wonder if we could put some red and green and what other colour lights should we have? Yellow? Yellow. Because what we can do is we can just do little circles. With the Stampin' Right markers. To put some baubles on the tree. I want green or do I want blue? Green's not really going to show up, is it? Green's going to be rubbish. Let's do blueberry bushel maybe. What do you think? You've got the little lights on there. Blue. Kind of need something in the background. I'm not sure what. Some splatters or something, but it could just be a more simple. It needs some purple baubles. So good. Just for you, Joanna. Let's get some gorgeous grape. Some extra purple baubles on there. All the colours then. Right. Add our dimensionals. Cute. It's just a bit plain, isn't it? Maybe just that's okay. Maybe a plain card is. Maybe, yes, some snow. Should we have some indoor snow or some outdoor snow? We'll have giant presents and indoor snow. I'm loving that. Let's do that. Just some splatters, I think. Let's do some splatters of Pool Party. Can't go wrong with that. And maybe a bit of Winker Stella. Cannot go wrong. And then we can get some Winker Stella. I'm loving these suggestions. A window. Oh, you could have like you could have window panes, couldn't you? Just sparkle coming off the lights. And we want a little sentiment. What sentiment shall we have? Don't think I've got any Carol's here. Carol will be having words with me. I don't think I've got any sentiments ready to go. I need to get on to that. What shall we have? There is sending loads of Christmas cheer to you and yours and a warm hello. That sending loads of Christmas cheer is quite nice. We could use that one from that set, and then we're sticking to, apart from bringing in the Frosted Forest, we are using the same stamp set. So maybe down here. And what about Pool Party? Red. We could do Poppy Parade with white. We could do real red with white. Cherry Cobbler to go with the poinsettia. We could go Pool Party, not Poppy Parade even. Poppy Parade. Carol says, yeah, I need to get on it. Carol said to me, I need to get them stamped. I will stamp more when I'm here. I can't believe my drawer of sentiments is so low. Right, let's do sending loads of Christmas cheer. If you're heat embossing anyway, I kind of figure you might as well do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sentiments, as many as you can fit on your little bit of card. And then you've got some extras, haven't you? Because I'm very fortunate in that my heat embossing stuff is literally right beside me. But I know that that's not going to be the case for everyone. And if you've got to get your stamping, if you've got to get your heat embossing stuff out, or you've got to find a space to put it out to use it, you might as well make best use of it while you've got it out and do a few at a time. Right. ~9. Let's see. There we go. So we've got 8 sentiments. Not all for this card. We can chop one out. And then just pop a few one side for another time. I'll chop that. I like a white on a red. Right, very festive. There we go. So we'll pop that down here. Just keeping everything kind of close down here, rather than putting the eye somewhere else on the card. It's quite nice. And then we can pop this on maybe to a pool party layer. Tuck that in there. And grab some pool party and maybe a red parade. I could layer the two. I go with, oh, I don't know why I cut that like that. I don't know. Oh, I've just clicked my mouse and put your purple hearts up, Joanna. I cut it completely the wrong way, but never mind. Not the most efficient use of the cardstock. I'm going to trim this down just a little and trim it a little that way. So maybe a bit more. Need to see a little bit more of the pool party. That's good. So we'll have that. And then we can do either a white, oh, my throat's gone all croaky, a white, or I was thinking pool party. Oh, Mandy says love the sentiment there. It's nice, isn't it? Just kind of, you could be tempted to go further up and then it just takes it away, I think, from that image. So then on a red base, like that. So I have got some of these. Sarah had some that I was able to. They don't do these anymore. They're retired boxes, but they're the wide cases. If you've got any spare of these, I've chopped up and put a load of bases. I had a pile of my white bases, like layers, done before, but I had them sat around on my desk, and obviously there's they could easily get ink on them or just dust, or a drink could spill or what have you. So they're in the case for easy access. So thank you for that, Sarah. That has already been put on my desk and used since yesterday. Right, I'm going to pop that layer on there. So that's Poppy Parade base and then the pool party layer. The layer in centimeters is 14.5 by 10.2. If you were doing a similar layer in inches, then that would be 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and then you could do the white down at 4 inches and 5 1/4, so it would give you the 3 layers. They are of use. I've used one. I've yet to use the others, but I will find use for them. I'll do more layers, I think. Right. That is that one. Let's just put some, should we just put some rhinestones? I say just, let's put some rhinestones on that one. Just a few in and around the sentiment. Good, I like that. Nothing fancy in terms of layout, but just lets the colour, like the colouring of that image shine, doesn't it? It lets that be the star of the card. Excuse me, I've got funny throat. Oh God. Right. Yuletide Village was the other request that we had. So let's do, if I'm ever stuck for a little bit of inspiration, a 3-panel card is always my go-to. I was saying this to Card and a Cuppa group. I was like, if I'm ever stuck for a layout, I love a 3-panel card. So that, I think, is what I would do, but let's have some houses. And no, that's my thin. I love that Pool Party and Poppy Parade are such a lovely Christmas combo. They do work beautifully together. So yeah, say big presents or small tree, but either way I quite like it, and it's got some sparkly background. So that's that one. Let's do some stamping with the village. So we've got the church. Or should we stick to the houses? Maybe the houses. Do that. And I think what we'll do is we'll colour in quite like not normal colours, if you like. So we're going to go a bit bright or pastel-y, kind of something a bit different. And we've got one with the snowman. One there. And that one. Fresh freezer. What other pastel colour? I've got Pool Party already on my desk, so we could go Pool Party and Pretty in Pink or Seafoam. We could go like a seafoam or pink. They're kind of nice, aren't they? Go those. Amore. Yeah. What's the story? Do you like that card, Joe? Let's do. Gosh, that's bright, isn't it? Flirty Flamingo is bright. Let me see if. Let's do Pretty. I put Flirty Flamingo back, and I'm gonna. I thought I pulled Pretty in Pink off the shelf instead. going to be a fun village. I know, right? They've all been out with their pretty paint colours. What we could do is we could match the bow on the front door. With the pink. And I think that was the dark. Yes, so that's the dark. So I'll go dark on the roof line. There. And then I can bring in the grey, I think, smoky slate. Bring in smoky slate, light smoky slate, and then light smoky slate. Just add a touch of sort of shadow on the snow. And then we can blend that out with the colour lifter. Blend that a little. You need to be a little bit careful with the colour lifter not to go over too much, because it will then blend into your colour that you've got there, so then it will start to run. Put a little bit of light. I thought that was light. I thought that was light Daffodil Delight, but it's dark Lemon Lolly. But either way, it works. I had your energy, Emma. Bless you. I did a pink village. I'd live in that village. And this would be your house, Joanna. I'd know which door to come knocking on if there was a coloured village and you lived there. I would know that this was your house. So this is where Joanna would live. In the purple house. So get a little bit of dark fresh freesia. I'm going to go dark along the top of the roof line. Have a purple chimney as well, couldn't we? And then we will blend that out. And again, I'm going to put some smoky slate just to give it a bit of shading. And the same on the door. There are places that have that, aren't they? And they're beautiful. The pastel coloured houses. Sue said there could be a thatch colour. Someone did that. Where have I seen a picture? If someone knows which demo has done that, have I seen? Was it Liz or? I have seen it coloured as a thatch cottage, and it was very cool. Yeah, I thought that was very creative. And shutters, particularly this one and this one without the snowman could definitely be thatched. Elizabeth Craft. It was Liz. It was Liz. It was, yeah, super creative. Right, let's do dark pool party. This is such a gorgeous set. So pretty. Can blend that out with the white pool party. And then everyone's going to be in with their lights on. No one's going to be out with the lights off. I'm going to put a little hint of light in all, maybe not all the windows. This is a bit Home Alone house, isn't it? There's a lot of rooms in this house. A lot of rooms, but maybe we'll have the downstairs and maybe a few of the rooms across the house. And then Cherry says, I've got you live. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Right, let's do a little bit of grey. And I think it's two together, isn't it, really? It's not one house. But, let's keep it all the same. So we'll do a little blue bow. Yeah, cute. Let's cut those out. And then we can layer these on. I think we'll go landscape card with these ones so that we can fit them on so that we're not struggling. Could do a haunted house, couldn't you? You could do a Halloween house as well. Be fun. You could definitely have you can easily build a scene up with these, can't you? It's going to be, there's so many beautiful cards around with these, but yeah, there's endless possibilities. That one, and then Beetlejuice, yeah. That'll be good. I mean, I love a floral set. I love flowers, but when I have things like this, I love having alternative images. They're fun to play with, aren't they? When you get things like this with like houses or the coffee cups. I've been loving them with the donuts. That's a great set. So, and if you have got, just sent Joanna a message showing her Brighton, she can move near you, Hazel. She can come and live in a purple house near you. Right, let me do panels. So should we do panels? I'm thinking it could be fun to do panels in the same colour as the houses. Could be fun. And party. She says, that's it. I love to live there. Moving. Right, let's not lose the houses. So I'm going to do 10.5 centimetres, and then we will score that in half at 14.8. So we're going to go long ways. Good evening, Laurel. And then we will do, just grab my ruler. 3, 6, 9, 3.5. I think 3.5 centimeters. 9. Let me just try that. So 9 by 3.5, which would be 1.25 inches, because your cards are slightly shorter if you're working in letter size cardstock. Nine by 3.5. And 9 by 3.5. Yeah, that's good spacing, I think. And then I already had, I think it's going to be the wrong way around actually, but I found a panel of snow embossed. I think we might get away with that actually. Kind of a sideways blizzard, so I don't have to emboss more. Let's do 3, 6, 9. And then if I cut that at 8.5, because I did 9 centimeters tall, 8.5 centimeters. Get those panels on there. So that is the snowy. The wind is going sideways here. Yeah. Also on my card. So I will pop glue on that, but I might pop the panels up. Let's see. Once we get the houses coming across these, we'll see which way round. So we might want the blue in the middle, because the blue's got the pool party has got the bigger house. So it could be that I maybe put that one in the middle, that one on the outside. Don't suppose it much matters actually. Don't think it makes much difference. Kind of like that. Or did you like the little one? Go middle and then have the 2 bigger ones either side. Quite like that actually. There. That's kind of cute. So we've got a choice. I think we could either pop the panels up or pop the houses up, because then we're not thinking about how many dimensionals to put on here. But I think I'll go flat with the panels. So that's the half of the card. I'll go flat with the panels, but then pop the houses up with dimensionals. Exactly. How could you not be happy if you lived in a row of houses like that? You would just have to come home smiling every day, wouldn't you? You had a beautiful house over your head and not only did you have a warm, lovely house to live in, but it was painted purple or pink or a pretty blue. That would be pretty spectacular. Right, let's do this one. A good size actually to go on the panels here. Cute, cute, cute. Let's do the middle panel first, I think. Ish, maybe edge. No, let's go edge. I normally go middle, but I'm going to go edge, and then I've got the spacing down the sides the same. And then I can put the middle one in. And then we need to figure out our sentiment. So sending lots of Christmas cheer would be great, but maybe not in Poppy Parade. Maybe need a little bit of purple. Oh, we've got a row of terrace houses actually not far from where I live that have all painted them in gorgeous pastel colours. Actually, they're really nice. But I think when they're in a lovely village or they're lovely, they all right. Let me find a long. They just look lovely, don't they? If they're in a holiday town. Want a long-ish sentiment. Oh, here we go. Peaceful season. Love from our home to yours. Or you've got love from my home to yours. Perfect. Mandy, you are in sync with me. Love from our home to yours. It's there. I was like, as you were typing that, I think I stumbled across the box with that on it. That's perfect. Right, let's do, because purple's in the middle, we're going to go purple. Purple, purple. So I will heat emboss it in white as an option. The other option we've got is to stamp it in the colour. So fresh freesia onto white. Jill says I might like non-traditional colours after all. Next put as well. I've got some little snowflakes. We've got they're not super sparkly, but they are lovely, aren't they? The little doodads, the little snowflakes. Get them out. Get them going. Them as well. There we go. I'm going to just have that going across the middle. Let's put that on a long... Too much time cleaning. Yeah. Let's do... I might put a little, actually, a bit more dimensional on that so the ends don't drop down. And pop that across the centre. pulling the panels together, and then I'm going to get my glue and put a couple, 3 maybe. Snowflakes. Onto the glue. Maybe we need a few more. We need one on this one. One there. Oh, I'm terrified of squeezing that too hard onto that card and then it blobbing. There. And then another one up there. So we'll have 5. And pick up. Take your pick is great for this sort of stuff. There, so we've got some little snowflakes going on, and then we can put a bit of Winker Stella. Crystal is joining, hello. And we will put a bit of Winker Stella on the roofs of the houses, because then they feel shiny. Feel sparkly. Maybe a bit in the windows as well. I mean, why not? We'll just have sparkly, completely sparkly houses. Love it. There we go. Good evening. Hello, hello. If you are just joining, we are just coming towards the end, but lovely to have you here. And as soon as I'm finished, the replay will be available. So I have. What have we used? We've used Frosted Forest and the Sending Filled with Cheer and the Yuletide Village were the main 3 sets that we've used tonight. So we've used those 3. And these are the cards. So let me bring in the finished cards. All my blends are falling on the floor, but that's okay. Where's my other card gone? There we go. Ta-da! So these are the 2 cards that we have made. Which one's it? Traditional or non-traditional? Do we like the pastel colours? Do we prefer the giant presents? What is grabbing your attention? Which one do you like the best? So if you like this card and you have enjoyed seeing those houses being created into that card, then I have a class coming up with that. The class is, let me just get to my info. I can share my screen with you. The sled one has passed. I need to take that off of my website actually. Let me see if I can share with you. This one. Share. There we go. So it is, if you go to my main page, coastalcrafter.com, and then you can click on classes, or you can use the drop down menu at the top, and it will take you. So the Yuletide Village class is on the 17th of November. It says the Sunday. Do I mean the Sunday? I do mean the Sunday. That surprised even myself. Yes, I think I was trying to fit various classes in, actually. So yeah, that is a Sunday class. So yeah, we've got the Yuletide Village, and then I've got other classes there as well. So you've got Reindeer Days and Snowy Scenes. I would love you to come and join us for a class. All my classes are run live through Zoom. But if you can't make it for the live, then the replays are always there. They're put into a exclusive class group, so you've got the replay at any time. So yeah. Let me stop sharing and say thank you for joining. Paul, yes, I did. Lid has gone on snowflakes, so we're good. They are safe and sound. So thank you. Thank you for anyone who has joined live or on the replay. I appreciate you being here. Have a lovely week. Next week, I don't think I am with you. It is the half-term week, and I won't be with you next week. But I will be back the following week with you all. So have a wonderful couple of weeks, and I will see you all soon. Take care and have a lovely rest of your evening or day. Take care. Bye for now.